What's up, guys? It's me, Pac-Man 630, otherwise known as Philip, and welcome back to the Bussification of Life. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. That didn't even sound like I was saying sparkle, no shade. But welcome back. I'm Philip. I don't know if I should introduce myself as Pac-Man 630 or if I should introduce myself as Philip. I've been going back and forth about it for a while, and I was like, okay, cool, gaming content, that's cute, Pac-Man 630. But what if I let's just say hypothetically, let's say I get big, right? I don't want my name to be Pac-Man 630. Imagine me, it's like, ooh, Beyonce featuring Pac-Man 630 or The Reed featuring Pac-Man 630. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that one. Like, I really do love my name, but I don't know about that one. So it really does not matter. They both are the same thing. But I was just wondering about that. I literally thought about that right. I was about to do my intro. But besides the point, take your socks, take your shoes off, take your coat off, and let's sit down and let's get into the business. We're about to get into it. So, the first topic of today, we're just gonna do an update. We're gonna do a life update. I was not here last week, um, because of scheduling. I was supposed to go to a thing called Salt River Tubing, which is like lazy river, but like actual water. And we were supposed to go on Sunday, but let me tell you how life worked. It literally started raining on that Sunday. Like I mean pouring down. And so it was like, damn, we could not go. So I my I bought Capri Suns, I bought subs, I brought da 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 da. Like I brought a lot. I was really prepared. I brought the bed sheets, I brought the scissors, I brought everything. Like I was overly prepared. I literally asked my mom, it's like let's list off things I need. And she did. I was great. It ended up raining, right? So then I try again the next day. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just go tomorrow after I get out of class because it's a Monday. It's a lot less busy. We get there. We pull up around 2. It doesn't end until 6. But the we get there at 2:49. They stop selling tubes at 2, or like not selling. They stop renting tubes out at 2. So we drove like 50 minutes away to get there for them to be like, oh, you can't even tube. So that was crazy. We were supposed to go this Sunday, but it was an animal emergency. Had to put down a pet. Really sad. So that was the third time. So baby, it's giving fourth time's the charm. Like I really have went a whole week just missing the plans over and over and over, which is it's been an experience. But we're gonna go eventually. We are going to go. If it's the last thing I do, no, I'm kidding. We're probably gonna go like next Sunday. I'm just gonna ask again, but yeah, hopefully we end up going. So that's why I didn't do the podcast on Sunday. I usually do it on Sundays. And I don't know what I was doing for the rest of the day. I probably was doing a project, honestly, or like crying in a corner. I'm not too sure, but push comes to shove, I did not do a podcast that day. So I'm hoping this one will be extra long just to give y'all something to listen to and all this, that, and the third. I mean, we definitely do have a lot to talk about, but we gonna get into it. First thing I would like to point out is last time I was here, I was talking about how my speech was going, how I was gonna like not know English by the last time, how I slurred my words, how I just mixed up a bunch of words, how I just made my own words. That's staying. I still make up my own words. But after much deliberation and much consideration, I have decided to start enunciating my words and stop just rambling at the jaw and like actually like talking and stuff like that, and really getting into the words before I say them, because I could just snap fire off and like not think anything of it. But I was actually talking to my friend about that too. She said if you learn like other languages, which I have, I've tried a couple of different languages. Like I can't probably hold a conversation to most of them, but I've definitely tried some. So but she said if you like actually like learn different languages, your mouth kind of adjusts to like what language you're learning. And so if you learn multiple, like it's really hard to snap back, or like if you're not paying attention, you'll kind of just start like rambling in the mix of both pronunciations or how many pronunciations. So I was like, oh crap, that's true. Like thinking about how my mouth was set up, like let's think of something. Love, or like yeah, like L. You know how the tongue is supposed to touch the roof of your mouth. I don't think I was doing that. There was just a couple of mouth positions I don't think I was doing. So, but now we're back. I feel less worried. I really thought I was gonna have to go to speech therapy, and now we could let that go because that has had a hold on me similar to the Olympics. And we're gonna finish up the Olympics today. We're gonna talk about all the updates and stuff, and then maybe we could put that in the past. 2024 Olympics, we can close that out with the big old what's those clacky thing sounds when they do the movie sets like clack? It has like it's like action. There we go. So maybe we can close that out like that. But into let's get into it. I don't know. Take a shot every time I say let's get into it. I'm gonna make a word like that. We're gonna make a word and I'm just gonna write it down every time I say it. But yeah, also, a thing that's been happening to me, a lot of people have been pointing out that I have certain tendencies that might align with a certain, a certain disorder, a certain thing going on. And when too many people have said the exact same thing and like so many observations will kind of lead to the truth, like it's kind of like if 18 fingers are pointing back at you and being like, damn, like you have this. And I was like, okay, fuck, I didn't think about it. So this week I'm getting not tasted. I'm getting I'm getting tested for ADHD. It all happened because I want to say a long time ago. So this is what happened. When I was at work, I worked at I don't know if I should say the restaurant. I don't know, girl, I don't care. I worked at a restaurant. The restaurant had many different stations, all this, that, and the third, right? So I would literally like sometimes the managers would assign you to certain stations, and it was like through a level system. It was like level 1 through 6. As you got higher to 6, the more difficult tasks you'd be doing, like cooking, board, fries. Let's see if y'all can guess what place I worked out with by the verbiage. So yeah, I literally worked there, and I remember I don't know why they played me at the level 6. I got to grilling, I was the level 6, but I felt like they always played me. They always put me on something that was lower leveled. Like they would put me on drinks, they put me on the dining room, but every other level 6 would not even have to touch that job. I always yelled at them. I always felt like they played me, but that's neither here nor there. So what happened is if they put me in a position I would get bored with, or I did not like, or I didn't want to be on, I would disappear. Like I literally would just vanish into thin air. And they'd be like, they would have to call my name. And most of the time I was stocking myself up. I really would not be doing much. I most likely would just be like walking around trying to get myself together. But they just noticed that. They always call me like the disappearing act if they put me on something. And you know what? They still put me on that anyway. And I still disappeared. So I don't really know what it was, but they kept doing it. So I guess it wasn't too bad. But I remember my boss, she was like, "Oh yeah, because you need to be." I was telling her like how I need to be stimulated. If I'm not stimulated, I'm bored. Like, and then I'm gonna start finding something that is stimulating. And I remember we were having a conversation one day, and she was just like, "Yeah, because you have tendency, you have like ADHD," and I was like, "I don't have ADHD," and she was like, "Well, I'm not saying you do, but you have a lot of tendencies that would align with ADHD." Now, if you know one thing about me, no one probably does, because I've never said this before. I don't like being diagnosed with things. Like I feel like in a capacity in a time frame, mental health has been more prevalent, and I don't like how like people who always do this, like, oh, I'm so depressed, but like not be depressed. They just use the verbiage as I'm so depressed. And I remember that's had got me into two very awkward conversations with that before. And it's like, people just saying it, losing the verbiage loosely, and then they gag when they actually figure out I'm depressed and call it. It's just weird. I don't like claiming things that aren't mine. I don't like self-diagnosing, not diagnosing. There we go. And I don't like putting a shoe on that isn't meant for me. I also don't lie when I take the test. When I take the test, I answer as honestly as possible, and I try not to be lenient one way or the other. I try to be neutral. So she said that, and I was like, I do not have that. I don't have that. And I moved on. I called it a day. And then as of recent, my friends have been like, "Oh, you have a lot of ADHD tendencies, or you really do have a problem like bouncing between one subject to the next, or you have a real bad problem of like paying attention." For me, a lot of the times it's when I'm talking to my friends, I'm one of those people that I'll bounce through so many stories, or I would just have the most random thoughts and just like say it out loud. And it's mostly just like me taking an abrupt turn somewhere. And for me, it's like a lot of times I lose train of thought. I literally will like do one thing, end up not doing that one thing, and then forgetting what that one thing was. Like, so it's just kind of like things like that I've noticed in my older age. So I just want to see. I just want to find out. I'm not gonna say I don't, but I'm not saying I don't. Like I don't think I do, but I'm not gonna say that me thinking I do is me actually not what? Okay. I'm not going to say that I do, but I'm also not going to say that me thinking I do is correct. There we go. That's where I was going. So, yeah, we go figure it out. I think that's on Friday. Also, if you would like to know, I'm recording this on a Sunday, 8/25, 2024. It's about 8:39 p.m. If it's 8:39, which means I start at 8:30, it's a very brisk night in Arizona. Like the sun is setting. It's probably really nice and room temperature outside. So that's nice. But we do have other topics to get into. Let's get into the shout outs. Let's get into the shout outs of this week. My first shout out goes out to Beyonce. I really appreciate Beyonce. I'm a very big Beehive stan. I'm not gonna fight you over it, but if it's my way, I will argue a little bit. I will, but who am I? Who am I to really argue with you? Just whom am I? But I just wanted to say thank you, Beyonce, for not embarrassing me like at all. She just does. She released her music. She released her products. She drops an Instagram post, and then she just disappears. You ain't never heard about Beyonce no drama. She. There's never a day I have to worry about getting embarrassed by that woman. So I just want to thank her for the safety and security she gives in to me, for me being able to support her with my full chest. Even though she sold me a Cowboy Carter hoodie and it didn't come with a drawstring. Like it came with the holes of a drawstring. Mind you, there were metal lines, so I didn't it was like kind of like defined already, but they didn't come with a drawstring. And I was like, that's an interesting choice. But again, I'll buy it 10 times over. I love that hoodie. I love Beyonce. I love her music. I digress. My next one, I didn't do too much research on this one. Research on this one. You know what? See, this is what I'm talking about. You start talking about shit, and now guess what? Now you're back at square one. Oh, it's over. I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm literally cooked. I'm cooked. But okay. But my second shout out is Eve from the Bible. You know, if you don't know the story about Adam and Eve, because I really don't know the story about Adam and Eve. I didn't really look past that since, like, child Bible study or something like that. I think that's how that works. There was Adam and Eve, and they were like, Jesus was like, don't eat this apple. And then the devil, the snake, came up and said, eat the apple. And she ate the apple, and I think he ended the world or something. I think that led to Noah's Ark, where he had to take 8 sheep and 2 pigs, and then he flooded the world and stuff. Then that led to rainbows and how God will never kill us again via water. All that, this, that, and the third. But shout out to my girl Eve. She was the ultimate, I'm not doing as you want me to do. I will not be defined by a man. I will do what I want to do. I'm going to get my man to do what I want to do. And we're going to go against orders. Now, mind you, it kind of ended very poorly for her. But if you think about it, she was probably like one of the first people that was, stood up for herself. Like, maybe was a little persuaded. I'm not going to hold you. She was definitely persuaded into the mix. But she definitely did. She was the first, like, brick at Stonewall being like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to hold these standards to me. This snake is telling me to eat it, so I'm going to eat it. Mind you, she's dead, but, shout out to her. She really started us out on some feet, women defending themselves and women being able to say, no, I'm not going to do this. No, I don't want your dry ass turkey on Thanksgiving. I want ham. Like, girl, so shout out to Eve. So that is my shout out of the week. Yeah, I think that is. So let's get into, I have a lot of topics today. I have a lot of topics today, but let's start still at me. So I have a story to tell y'all. Right, so picture this, me being the cute cunt I am. I had a job. This was like maybe like a year ago, whatever. But it ends up going into now. So I had this mentor, this friend, this gay mother, if you will, and she was cute. We had a great time. She started off my teacher, and then my teacher went to us building a relationship and stuff like that. And hard times be on hard times, and so she definitely asked me to give pro advances on money and stuff like that and stuff. I would talk to her 24/7. She was kind of needy, so she definitely needs to be talked to every day, yada, yada, yada. But she had some really ugly tendencies. She had ugly tendencies to take things to Instagram and subtweet or sub post. And I've never been that type of girl. I've seen her do it. I was like, hey, if you have a problem with me, come tell me. She was like, oh yeah, if I have a problem with you, I definitely come tell you. So I'm like, great, I love that. Please don't put girl, because that's the one way to really get me out your face is to post about me and subtweet about me. And I feel like that's karma, because back in the day I used to subtweet the girls down. Like I had this Instagram, it was my Finsta, which is your fake Insta if you were around during that. I don't know at what period that extends from. I don't know if people have Finstas today. I don't know if Finsta was before my time, but either way, they're burner accounts. So I remember I would go on that burner and baby, I would dry hit a whole bunch of people. I would literally say like the whole situation, but leave out a name. And then when they texted me about it, be like, oh girl, I don't even know. That wasn't even about you. Mind you, it's about you. Like I remember one time, I remember this so clearly. One time, my friend group, and I still am a little upset about this. I'm not upset, like, girl, I don't care. But I remember one time, like, whenever there was other people's birthdays, they would always do this big shebang. It would be planned out in advance and yada yada yada. Cool, right? Cute. But when it came to my birthday, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take you out." And other times, like again with everyone else's birthday, they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna go to this restaurant at 8 p.m. Everyone's gonna be there. We're gonna meet up, right?" So on my birthday, they're like, okay, we're gonna pick you up and take you out. And I was like, okay, cool. I got ready at 8. That's when they told me to get ready. Then 9 came. Then 10 came. And then we ended up leaving at 11. But here's the thing. By nine, I'm like, where are y'all? By 8, I'm like, where y'all at? They're like, okay, we're coming. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna be there soon. And I remember hours passed and I got to crying because of that exact reason. Like, imagine me on my birthday waiting for y'all like to I think it wasn't for my like on my birthday. I think it was like 2 days afterwards. But still, it had to do with my birthday. It was my celebration, and they picked me up in the middle of the night like a whore at like 11 p.m. And I remember on Instagram, I posted, I said, "I cannot believe this. Like, I cannot believe y'all would do this to me. Like, I'm crying on my birthday. No one likes to plan things with me. They plan everything with everyone else." And I remember the person I subbed, like the people I've subbed were on my Instagram. So they texted me like, "Can you calm down? We're on the way." Da, da, da. So then end up having a great time. Not great time. I had a good time. My little man crush Monday was there, so I was just oh, that was cute. No shade. I was keying down boots. Like I was. Ooh, that was a hot moment. I'm gonna be honest. That was a hot moment. No shade. No shade. It was cute. It gave me what is it? Me on his shoulder in the rain. Like, but bitch, still, I subtweeted the girls, and the girls really they knew it. Maybe one day I'll go through my Finsta post and see if I can find context to it. But I digress. So I think this is my karma for making all those all those posts. Cause again, I mentioned she needs to talk every day. Like we're kind of on her only friends, her children, or whatever, whatever. So mind you, I would look out for her. That's what I'm gonna say. I would look out for her. And again, she would call me and we'd be on the phone for like 2 to 4 hours. Sometimes even longer. And if you know me, I'm not doing that. I'm not calling nobody. We're not having no 2-hour conversation. The most you'll get me is an hour. And if I am having like a 2 to 3 hour conversation, it's one I actually want to be a part of, not one that I'm just like in because guess what, you call me and now we're here. So yeah, what happened? Oh yeah, so as of recent, this ended up recently, like I want to say maybe a week ago. And I remember I started school, so obviously I'm busy. Like I would spend 16-hour days on projects and shit, and it was a lot. Like, girl, I was not here. And I remember I texted her because she likes to start cutting up when people disappear. So I was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry that that I haven't been around. I've been working really hard." Da 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 da. She responds back and is like, "Oh, no problem. Just make sure you book your next class." I said, "Okay, great. That's so lovely. I'm so glad she's not upset. That's one less thing I got to worry about." Yada yada yada. So the next day I wake up. And I'm just scrolling through Instagram. I go to her story. I'm in her close friends. And I proceed to see a video of her saying like, "Oh, Philip's too busy and da 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 da. And this other person disappeared and da 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 da." And I remember, because fine, that's cute. You want to cut up on the internet, that's fine. But what really got me is she proceeded to screenshot my message and post it like in the video, which means not only did she screenshot it, she had to edit it. And not only did she have to edit it, she had to look at the video, edit the text message in, and then post it. So she posted that and was like, "Now look, suddenly all of this is happening. Whatever, whatever." So I was feeling some type of way because guess what? I sent you a message trying to look out for you and being like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not busy. I'm not ghosting you, da 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 da." And the next thing I see is you posting my message on Instagram. Absolutely not. So then I went ahead, and she's also one of those people that can never be wrong. It's like, "Oh, you never." So I told her, I was like, "I cannot believe you did this. Da 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 da. Like that's really upsetting to me that you would like instead of bringing it to me, you had to take it to Instagram." And I don't care. She was like, "Oh, it's in close friends, so it's like only people that you like, maybe like 3 people, and you all know them." And I was honestly like, well, I didn't say it, but I was like, I could give a fuck if it it was about a rat in the corner. That's not, you're not going to subtweet me. You're not going to at me, especially when I'm having like a vulnerable moment or me being like, hey, I'm coming to you. I'm sorry this is happening. I'm not ghosting you. Like, here's my explanation. And you proceed to go, oh, well, guess what? Da, da, da. So I was like, go ahead and chalk that up. Go ahead and wrap that up like a Christmas tree. Like, that was over. That's done. It was done at that point too. So, that was like a letter to myself that, well, this is the letter to myself. I was like, you need to stop taking care of people or trying to look out for people and like, stop putting myself in situations that like maybe I don't find the most ideal just because I'm looking out for other people, like da 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 da. Because at the end of the day, they can still screw you over in the end. So I was just like, damn, that's so shitty. Like, I really was looking out for you. I was like, bitch, it's crazy that I'm the only bitch doing something around here. And all of a sudden, now I'm the problem. Like, girl, what? No. So I definitely had to cut her off. So that was something that really happened. But overall, I don't know why bitches be trying me. I really don't. The only thing I do is I mind my business and I sit down, I relax, I play my video games, I go to school, I lay in bed, I just mind my business. I don't understand. And that's always been the case. I don't know why the drama been hitting me, but that's not my concern. I guess. I don't know. I don't have control on that. So it's just kind of is what it is. Y'all have fun. Couldn't be me though. Could not be me. But moving on, the next thing we have to talk about is the Jordan Chiles situation. I've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks, and I think the last point we left off at was the fact that the USA responded and was like, "Oh, we gonna have to counter your argument." Let me just go ahead and reset the whole thing. Let's just talk about it very briefly. Jordan Chiles, she won third place at the Olympics. They had to, well, essentially, Jordan Chiles, she placed fourth originally, but the judges missed one of her moves, so they put in an inquiry, and then she ended up getting put into third place because they missed a difficulty skill, or like, they missed the skill and its difficulty, and so she got boosted up with that. So cool, cool, cool. She ends up in third place. Then, I don't know who it was. I think it's Romania. I don't know. It was one of them countries. They then put an appeal to that appeal and said that it was past the 1 minute mark. So they said, oh, it was past the 1 minute mark, da 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 da, whatever, whatever. So they took they took Jordan's medal and gave it to her. So then after the situation, after all this deliberation, they have to release the footage. So they released the footage, and USA, they sent back a clip saying, if you see right here, guess what? You will see that we were actually within the minute time frame. And then they proceed to say, the FIG, I think, or whatever the company is, or organization, I think it's more of an organization. They were like, oh, well, guess what? After we make a decision, we can't actually revoke anything or change anything. And I was like, wait, that's so stupid. And then they're like, oh no, we'll go higher to the embassy and stuff like that. But I was like, that's so stupid. Like, if someone brings you a receipt, I don't know why you would then be like, oh, well, sorry, we can't take it. The ruling is overturned. So like, now she has a medal that she doesn't deserve, and you took it away from a person that deserved it. Mind you, she's just tore up. She's also black, so it became a race issue. Everyone's like, yeah, you blackies don't need to have nothing. Yeah, you American, da da da. Like, who has more medals? Mind you, American kind of sweeped. And by kind of, I mean, they definitely sweeped a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it when it came to gymnastics. But if there's a black woman behind it, everyone's gonna shit on her, da 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 da. So she took a social media break. The good thing that came out of the story is that Flavor Flav, who has been, I don't know, a real crucial part of the Olympics, similar to like Snoop Dogg, he said Flavor Flav not only paid for like an athlete's rent, because she was like, oh, I'm going to Olympics and I can't even pay my rent, da 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 da. Flavor Flav was like, give me a cash up, I'm gonna pay your rent. Like, I'm gonna send you the money and I'm gonna send you some more so you can just focus on doing that. So cute, Flavor Flav, whatever, cute, love that. After the situation, Flavor Flav said, oh, you know what? I really don't like this situation. And so he sent her a decked out bronze clock medal. Like, it was like a medal. And it had like the clock that, Flavor Flav doesn't like, Flavor of Love, da 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 da. It was like encrusted. It looked better than the medal. There was obviously a lot of money, which again I thought was really sweet, because again, you don't have to do those things, but the fact that he did was really nice. Flavor Flav and Snoop Dogg really are the mascots of this year's Olympics. So love that for them. Fuck the FIG, or fuck whoever's doing it. I think the FIG stands for Federal International Gymnastics, but I don't care. Whoever has a hand in this, y'all can choke, because now y'all getting this back and forth. Oh, they also ask questions about like, oh, who made the ruling? They don't know who put it in. They don't know who made the call. Like, so it's just a mess of like, I don't know, unorganized things. Receipts are leaking back to one place, but obviously no one's doing anything about it. Like people are so fighting over it. Like, girl, it's a mess. Just give Jordan her bronze and let's call it a year. But the worst part about it is even if they gave her bronze, it's not going to mean the same because you done took that moment away from her. You done made her jump through 1811 hooks and I'm not hooks, hoops, and then guess what? Now if you give it back to her, she's gonna be like, damn, this is just a reminder of everything everyone said, how people took this away from me, how like it's not gonna be the same. So y'all should have got it right the first time. We wouldn't be in this situation. Don't blame the gymnast, blame the judges. But you know what, all you bitches in chats and in comment sections trying to eat it up, girl, y'all could choke. I'm right there with you. Because we could battle, we can argue. But yeah, don't blame the gymnast, I guess. But it is, I guess. Moving on. So, unrelated topic. Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber had their child. I don't know if it's their first. I don't really keep up with them at all, honestly. The only time I see Justin Bieber or I see clips of Justin Bieber is those memes where he's like he don't even like his wife. It'll be him doing like something like really crazy and like ignoring his wife or something like that. It'll be like, and so that's the only reason I like seen them or like I've been able to keep up with them. I haven't saw them in like 2 years. I don't know why I'm saying saw them. Like I know them, but like I haven't seen them online and post in like 2 years. But they just introduced their baby, Jack Blues Bieber, on August 23rd. I think it's their first child. I cannot tell you. Don't know how many children they have, but I believe it's their first. So congratulations, Justin and Hailey. Y'all beat the allegations that Justin don't want to be with you. And enjoy your baby. Congratulations. They said it was a miracle. Love that for them. Love that for her. Love that for the baby. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a great life. So congratulations, congratulations. So now we get into the meat of not the meat of the potatoes, the meat and the potatoes of what I want to talk about today. And let me tell you something. I originally thought that I hope you can't hear how dry my mouth is. Let me just take a break and take a sip of water and put some chapstick on. I don't know if I talked about. I think I did talk about Torridon last week or like 2 weeks ago. How this chapstick really is doing me well. But the guy I actually got recommended it by, or the guy who recommended it to me, I thought it was a chapstick, but it got my lips looking like lip gloss at times. So I'm like, wait a second. I was like, why is this like a straightalized or like a man's lip gloss? With mind you, I was trying to like literally a week prior. I was like, damn, I wish men had lip glosses. Like, I don't want to wear like a lip gloss that like the girls wear, whatever, whatever. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to do that. It can kind of get sticky. It can kind of get like, I don't know, it can kind of like get to moving around your crevices in your mouth. And I have a big mouth. So, of course, I don't really want that to happen to me. So, this was a great alternative. And, asking you shall receive. But yeah, it got then we looked it up, or I looked it up. And it's apparently like a lip balm. And it does function similar to a lip gloss. And so I'm like, okay, cool. But it's like actually does my lips really well. So that's nice. And before we get into this as well, I just want to let you know I don't know what I put on my other monitor at times when I do my podcast. So now I just have this person walking through Seoul. They're about 30 minutes in and it's rainy and I like it. We're walking past the Skechers right now, on the spot. Why is that? Is that China? No, that's oh well. Okay, I don't know why I just saw Japanese on this, but sure, why not? Why not? But but yeah, because we're walking through Korea and everything else is in Korean. So what was those? Were those Chinese kids? Neither here nor there. Let's move on. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is Ronda Rousey. I think that's how you say it. I've heard. I don't think it's Ronda Rousey. I really don't think it's that. So Ronda released a post this week, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. There's going to be a lot of reading this time around. But she released this post, and I believe it explains everything. We can talk about it later. I have like things to say directly and like indirectly about this post, but let's get into reading. She says, I can't say how many times I've redrafted this apology over the last 11 years. How many times I've convinced myself it wasn't the right time or that it'd be causing even more damage by giving it. But 11 years ago, I made the single most regrettable decision of my life. I watched the Sandy Hook conspiracy video and I reposted it on Twitter. I didn't even believe it, but was so horrified at the truth that I was grasping for an alternate reality to cling to instead. Oh, sorry. I wanted to turn off my tablet. It did just ding, and that made me uncomfortable. That made me really uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest. So I had to find it and turn it off. Because why would it do that? Why would it do that? Let me just turn it down from here. Let's see. Thank you so much. Let's not do that no more. Thank you. Put it under the bed. But anyways, as I was saying, um, so I quickly realized my mistake and took it down, but the damage was done. By some miracle, it seemingly slipped under the media's radar. I was never asked about it, so I never spoke of it again, afraid that calling attention to it would have the opposite of the intended effect. It could increase the views of those conspiracy videos and selfishly inform even more people I was ignorant, self-absorbed, and tone deaf enough to share one in the first place. I've drafted a 1,000th apology to include in my last memoir. Wow. But my publisher begged me to take it out, saying it would overshadow everything else and do more harm than good. So I convinced myself that apologizing would just reopen the wound for no other reason than me selfishly trying to make myself feel better. Well, and that I would hurt those suffering even more and possibly lead more people down the black hole. Then she goes on, I didn't really screenshot the full thing. She goes, but honestly, I deserve to be hated, labeled, detested, resented, and worse for it. I deserve to lose out on every opportunity. I should have been canceled. I would have deserved it. I still do. I apologize that this came 11 years too late, but to those affected by Sandy Hook massacre, from the bottom of my heart and depth of my soul, I am so sorry for the hurt I caused. I can't even begin to imagine the pain you've endured, and words cannot describe how thoroughly remorseful and ashamed I am ashamed I am of myself for contributing to it. I've regretted it every day of my life since and will continue to do so until the day I die. Okay, well, I think that's a great point to stop reading. Isn't this just a situation? So apparently this has been weighing heavy on her for, let me see how many days are in 11 years. Because it's 365 days in a year. Let's times that by 11. Apparently this has been on her heart for 4,015 days. Let's break that down to hours. I don't know how you would do that. I think we times it by 60. Or did you divide it by 60? I don't know, girl. Just know it was a very long time. So she really felt like releasing this statement 11 years later. And I don't really know what to think about it, if we're going to be fair. It's been 11 years. And like, if media coverage wasn't getting at you, and if people weren't adding you about it or being like, damn, because all it takes is one person to be like, damn, this really upset me, for, this to go like to media. It's not hard to be in the media or be caught up in the situation when you're a celebrity. So it's just weird that it's not weird, but I definitely agree with the fact that you definitely did this to try to appease yourself, which again, that's the whole base of the apology. Like, no one was really asking for it. You just wanted to do it to make yourself feel better, which understandable. But I really do want to know, I'm not going to say who was asking, but like who asked for it. Like, I really want to know if somebody felt like reprieved from this apology. Because that's the thing. Like, if I wasn't checking for it, would I feel like relief that she posted this apology? Like, I feel like this brought more attention to it than ever had been brought to it. So now instead of people being like, oh, maybe I'm forgiving, you're like, damn, I'm slighted. Why would she say that about Sandy Hook? Mind you, she didn't even say what the conspiracy was, and so no one would know what the conspiracy theory was. So it's kind of even hard. It's girl, like, I don't know. I hope she feels better. The fact that she said she was going to put it in her memoir is crazy and nasty work, because honestly, I would too. That's just going to overshadow everything, especially if you add it with no one else knowing anything about what you said. So that's interesting. But also to the decree that you will think about this until the day you die. Baby, this much must be heavy on your spirit. This must have haunted you for the past 11 years. And while I don't know. Like, would that be fair and warranted? Like, it's not. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, the way she's explaining, you would have thought she was the one. You would have thought she was the shooter. Like, you thought she was the criminal. So I'm just kind of confused, and I get it. I get it. You did a wrong thing. It's been tearing your ass up out the frame since then. But, like, is it really warranted? And I didn't even do research about it. I need to see what the people were saying. I need to see if they were like, because I feel like people would condemn her. Be like, damn, bitch, you said that 11 years ago? Because now they're finding out when no one knew, or like, the people that knew didn't care. Because again, If that was the case, people love drama. People love mess. I can go drop a penny in the street. Well, not me personally, but because I'm not the girl. But maybe someone like Chris Hemsworth could drop a penny in the street and they would take a picture of the penny. So it's not like you were like in your girl. So, anyways, moving on. Thoughts and prayers for Ronda. I hope she feels better and she feels relief. I hope she gets like I don't want to say the appreciation, but I hope she gets what she's looking for and hopes that maybe she will feel better. And that's what I was actually getting into. I almost forgot. She used the word canceled. And let me tell y'all how much I hate the word canceled. I hate it so, so, so bad. Because y'all have basically because canceled means taking accountability for something, right? That's how I figure it. If you're canceled, you're having to take ability for your actions. You do something shitty, now you shouldn't have the same like media or platform or things you have because you are taking accountability for yourself. But instead of taking accountability, it has now become canceled. And y'all have gave everybody a verb, not a verb, bitch, that is not a verb. Oh, you gave somebody a word that they can run with and be like, oh, well, now everyone's getting canceled nowadays. Now everyone's getting canceled. So instead of being like, oh yeah, no, they're just taking accountability for their actions and we're not going to support them or we're not going to support this business. Now you've given a bunch of people who, I don't know, like, girl, like, I don't know. It's weird. Because I remember my old boss, same store, was like, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't want to get canceled. And I was like, for you to get canceled, you also have to be someone of like, I don't know, popularity, a stature, have people like looking out for you. Like, I'm sorry, sir, you're not going to get canceled because you're not actually anybody. Now, mind you, he was doing shady shit, but I'm not going to get into that on this podcast because that's a story for another day. But yeah, so I don't understand. Y'all have given people the word cancel, and now they can just be like, oh, he's canceled. Oh, he's canceled. Now it's overused. And everyone thinks cancel culture is a thing, which apparently it is kind of a thing. But instead of it being like a good thing, they've now made it into like this, like, I don't know, people are just so sensitive, da 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 da. But people are actually doing wrong things. But so I really do hate the word canceled. She used it. I don't know. Like, I guess, well, I guess she's holding herself accountable to her actions. I don't think it was maybe like worth it in the end, but she definitely held herself accountable. So, good for her. I don't know. Good for her. And stop using cancel. Just say, I'm holding you accountable. Because maybe that'll keep, like, the small-minded crunchers, like, they'll be able to grasp, like, oh, no, we're just holding them accountable. Like, we're not just being cancelers and then cancel culture and, dropping people out of dime of the hat or, like, no, like, P. Diddy does deserve to be canceled. Like, please, like, let's get on the same page here. So, I just wanted to inform the people that that's how I felt about the word canceled. But moving on. Ooh. We are in some shit today. Let me tell you, Sabrina Carpenter has released her new album and bitch has woke it up. And when I tell you, she's woken up on so many angles. So many. I can't even like, bitch, it's went so many places. It really was. And I don't know if I said this. I was really concerned if I was going to have topics to talk about today. I don't think I did, so I'll just elaborate on it. I'd be really concerned that I won't have anything to talk to when I boot up this podcast. And I'm just going to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs. And then literally, the night before and everything else, I literally found out everything. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. So first, let's get into the album. It's going to be a long podcast. I'm sure you don't mind. But let's get song by song. Let's get into deliberation. Let's get into how I feel about it. Because, like, this album had everything I needed in life. Oh, we got to go into the music room. We got to go into the tea. Bitch, Sabrina woke it up. So, let's start off the top. The first song of this album is called Taste. Taste is a song that, baby, it's about you might have him now, but guess what, bitch? I had him right before. Like, you're gonna taste me, like, bitch, you're going to taste what I gotta say. You're gonna taste me in my ass, like, you're gonna taste me. Don't even worry about it. Like, girl, you might have him now, but baby, you're kissing me as well. And honestly, I love that. I love that song. She was popping shit. Like, mind you, this album is real crazy. Like, we're gonna get into that. But I love the song. I love the music video, which got into like kind of like the first controversy of this album, is the fact that there was an album with Jenna Ortega and Sabrina Carpenter. Great music video. Kind of gave Death Becomes Her I think that's what it's called. Death Becomes Us. Death Becomes Her. It had a lot of like pop culture references. It was a really good music video. I enjoyed it. However, not a lot of people enjoyed it for really disgusting reasons, and it was kind of crazy. So I know people on Twitter like to clickbait and be like, oh, did it like say some outlandish for interactions, right? So the first interaction was the first thing I saw was I don't like how this music video was is promoting violence and domestic violence. And they were like, what? I didn't. It was even. It could give in the under it said women could be domestic. Could do domestic violence too, which I don't disagree with. That's not where the problem is. But the fact that you looked at this video and said, I don't like how she's promoting violence, and then proceeded to say, well, she has a child demographic, or she used to have a child demographic, so kids are watching her. Let's just get into the first part, like off the bat. I don't know what type of media you intake in a day. I don't know if you watch Coco Melon. I don't know if you watch Sesame Street. But baby, there's so much media. There's so many books. There's so many movies. There's so many TV shows. Hell, you can walk outside and see two bitches fight, like two bitches. Ooh, two bitches fighting like right now. Like there's violence everywhere. Bitches be going to war. Like we have armies. Like we have the military. There's the world is violent. The world is very violent. And one thing that children do get is violence. Like there's cartoons, there's superheroes. Bitch, there's Winx Club, there's witches. Like there's so much violence that doesn't even like have to do with just like, oh, being gory and shit like that. It's girl. So mind you, the music video wasn't bad. It really was not bad. It was you would have thought that they were just like tearing guts out. Like you would have thought it's terrible. And now we're going to get into the kid portion of this. I have always said, and so many other people have said, celebrities should not be your kids' role models. If they are your kids' role models, you are doing something very wrong. Like, I mean, extremely wrong. And especially orbiting around, like, the Disney Channel stars, like Miley Cyrus, like, when she had her little nigga phase, I was like, oh my God, she's supposed to be a role model for the people. Like, these are people. These are not, like, I don't know, these are not mascots. This is not, like, Smokey the Bear or Mickey Mouse, who's always going to have a clean image. And, oh, Mickey Mouse, like an inspiration for the children. I want to be just like Mickey Mouse. They're not. They're people. They can grow out of things. And I don't know about this, but Sabrina literally said on this song, he pushes your head into the carpet and paints pictures with his tongue. I don't know. That's in the same song. So I don't know where we went about getting the idea that this song was meant for children, or like children were supposed to uptake this and be like, oh my God, like, yes, I love this. Like, it just, like, what? Like, they can listen to the clean version. But the fact that you said, oh, this was just so violent and so vile, like we were playing Mortal Kombat or we were watching like Saw in the music video, was crazy to me. Now, mind you, I don't know if it was real. I don't know if it was fake. I don't know. People are stupid, so I never put anything past people. I don't know. That's always scary, seeing how stupid people can be, because common sense isn't so what common. But moving on, we're still in the same place. We're still in this music video, but now we're on a different topic. And when I tell you it made it hot, this music video alone made the block hot. So, if you don't know the music video, Sabrina Carpenter and Jenna Ortega, they're both in here essentially battling for a man. It's going back and forth. Jenna Ortega has terrible aim with a shotgun. Sabrina Carpenter's throwing knives. First of all, let's talk about it. Jenna Ortega was giving Sabrina the work. Was giving Sabrina the absolute work. Like, I mean, boots. She was electric. Like, she pushed her off the stairs, or pushed her off a balcony. She fell on a fence. Sabrina threw a little knife at her. She got stuck in the eye. Whatever. So then, again, it gives deaths become her. They don't die. So then Sabrina's at the hospital. She got a big hole from the fence that impaled her. Then Jenna Ortega is now the nurse. She's now the nurse, and she shocks the shit out of her. She defibs her into death. So then she dies. I'm pretty sure Sabrina comes back, and like she tries to slash them when they're in the shower. Jenna Ortega gets the arm, and now she's running away. And then I don't know, Jenna Ortega like suffocates Sabrina with her own arm. Like, Jenna was putting in the work. Jenna was putting in the work. And the song says one thing, but my friend Pride had to explain it to me like another way, of it being like, oh, this isn't about them fighting for the boy. It was about Sabrina fighting for Jenna the entire time, which I can understand it from the video, but I'm kind of stupid when it comes to like putting subliminal messages in like that or like putting plot points into there like that. So I was like, no, like, why would that be? And so he explained to me, I was like, okay, work. So there's a gay kiss. I don't know why I said gay. There's a kiss in there. Jenna Ortega and Sabrina kiss. Whatever. Cool, right? It was a moment in a music video, right? But people went up in arms. Okay. This is what I need from my community. I need us to stop using the word queer baiting when everything is not a queer bait. There are very specific situations where there's definitely a queer bait. I give that. I love I love that cheese, but like I give it the I give it its roses. Let's just say that some of these are valid. Some of the queer baiting comments are valid. However, this was not one of those comments. So they said because Jenna Ortega and Sabrina kissed in a music video that they were queer baiting, which I think is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because Sabrina is not trying to just like get the girls to think that she's gay. She's not trying to be like, oh, I'm like, no. So this is how this usually works, right? It usually happens with a lot of men because men can make a lot of content off of gay men. They can make a lot of gay money off of gay men. So it usually happens when there's a guy who does like homoerotic things for money, but he's not even like, he's not gay. He's like, maybe he's showing up in underwear with two guys or whatever. Or he has like a guy oil up his ass or something like that, just to kind of appeal for that crowd. And it's giving queer bait. It's like them catering to a community in which they know they can get money. So with that in mind, again, it's usually giving like, it's usually giving when the porn happens, right? Or like, guys who want attention or da-da-da-da. But in actuality, they only have sex with women, da-da-da, like they're straight, whatever. So, with that explanation here, why would Sabrina be queer baiting? She had one kiss. And and that makes sense. She has one kiss in the music video, and apparently that was a wrap. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's queer baiting. That's not what queer baiting is. She can have a kiss. The girls kiss girls all the time. That doesn't mean they're gay. Sabrina even says later in the album that she's not gay. She didn't have her gay awakening, but we'll get there when we get there. So that's not queer baiting. But I just, again, like Cancel, we need to stop using that word so loosely, because if you use it so loosely, it's not going to have meaning anymore. So that's how that works. So yeah, I didn't appreciate that, but I thought it was stupid that was the debate going on around there. So it was stupid. It was stupid, and that goes to like show that also this conversation doesn't happen when like men do this, which I guess it does, but no, I don't remember this being the conversation when Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I don't know. I really like that movie. I've listened to the book on Audible. Like, I really like that movie. I really like it. I can't even hold it against me. I like the movie. I don't know why. It's just cute. It's funny. It's hot. Whatever. But I even had this on my list. I've been wanting to talk about this for 2 weeks and 3 weeks, but I really need us to stop having these straight men in these gay roles. I really do. And it's not because of representation I see, but I don't get it. Them bitches were going ham in that damn movie. I was like, shit, like, girl, what the? Like, they were going in it. They were in it like Bennett, and they were ready to win it. And I thought that was so crazy. And then to hear that they were straight, I was like, oh God, like this is a lot. But guess what? That still wouldn't be considered queer baiting, because that's a job, that's a role they're playing. Like, that's just like Sabrina. That's a music video. That was her art direction she wanted to pull. She wanted to do a storyline, which is cute. But just because you do like something gay, or something quote unquote gay, or you want to kiss a girl, or you want to kiss a guy, or you want to do this, that, and the third, that does not mean everything is queer baiting. Not everyone needs to be like gay as a fucking like jump rope, or gay like a jump rope. I guess I was going for like, how like they say straight as a stick, and like I was thinking maybe like you can put the jump rope as like a snake or something. That was where my train of thought was going, but it sounded really stupid. Like, wait, did I say straight as a jump? Girl, I don't know. We're gonna move past that one. I don't know. That was something I said. But, not everyone needs to be super straight, and not everyone needs to be super gay. We always talk about sexuality as a spectrum. People can do these things. If you're getting paid for it, it's a role, or you want to do it, it was something that two people mutually agreed on, and guess what? That's cute. Right? So I don't know. That wasn't queer baiting. that really isn't queer baiting. It's not queer baiting unless they're trying to tend to a certain community and kind of exploit them. So I thought that was crazy that that was the overall mood of the music video. Now, of course, it wasn't everybody, but you know, I thought that was really, I thought that was really, thought that was really stupid. But again, going back to Sabrina's album, this song or like this album was not made for children. The line that really got me, she says, "Come right on me." I mean, camaraderie. Now, mind you, I didn't know how that was spelled, and I definitely did not know how camaraderie was spelled after I looked at it. I was like, wait, not it being spelled like this. But yeah, she said, "Come right on me." I mean, camaraderie. Like, she's nasty. She isn't a nasty, nasty girl, and I wasn't expecting it. But it was a real cute album. It was real cute. So let's go track by track. So again, Taste was cute. We have Please Please Please, which has been a great follow up to Espresso. I think she should have had her moment in life, like, you know, her hit much earlier in her career. I've been with Sabrina for like a long time, actually. Like some of my first songs were like near her when she came out. And so I've always known of her and I've always liked her music, but as recent as when I've really gotten into her and stuff like that, like her last album, which All Because I Liked a Boy is still my favorite song. And that still has something to do with like kind of now, like I need my sis to get out the battlefields. My sis, if she knows one thing, she knows a love triangle. She knows like, bitch, I need her to get off the battlefield. I really do. I really do. I really do. So please, 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 cute, 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 cute. We already know what happens. Keep your ass in the house. Don't act up in front of my friends. You ruining my reputation, right? And then the next track number 3 is Good Graces. If you heard the story, I feel like you understand why this would be like my track. Like, you better stay in my good graces, because otherwise you can get chalked just like that. You can be with the birds, you can be with the dust. Like, when I'm with you, I'm sweet, I'm nice, I'm an angel. Like, I'm so nice to you. But if you screw me over, you try to cross me, it's giving bye bye. And I love the beat. I love the beat. I love how the way she sings on it. She said, "You do something suspect, you better kiss my cute ass goodbye. Bitch, you better get into it, because that's what I like to hear." That's exactly what I like to hear. So we go into Sharpest Tool. That's the 4th track. I feel okay about this song. I don't dislike it. I just don't I don't dislike it. It doesn't hit for me. It's like a very kind of mediocre song for me. Like, not mediocre, but it's not my taste. So I don't really get into it often. So, you know, I love that. It wasn't a bad song. I will never talk about it. And then that goes into track, what is that, 5? Coincidence. And speaking of this guitar, one thing Sabrina does for me is she really does give me like that taste of country. When I say I like country music for the most part, I mean like when people include a country sound in their music. And that's kind of what this gave. The way this guitar just bumped up, I don't think it was a banjo kazooie or like no, not a banjo kazooie. That's the not that reminded me of that meme. But you know, a small little this is not like a ukulele or like, you know, like it's not a ukulele. It's a guitar. Girl, we're just gonna call it a guitar. Let's push it forward. Let's keep pushing forward. You know, sometimes I really have to do that. Let's just keep pushing forwards. So yeah, she has this guitar and it kind of has like country aspects to it, which is really nice. And that's what I mean when I do like country sounds. But I know a lot of people are like, yeah, this ain't real country music. Country music is da 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 da. Like, and I had the same like people had the same reaction when Beyonce released Cowboy Carter. They were like, this is not country music. Country music has to do with... I was like, first of all, country music was made by black people. I did not know that. I did not know that. And I, like, as I realized everything that black people made, we really are the foundation of America. Like, girl, what? And, the whites have taken it, they've redefined it, whatever. So, whatever. They're like, this is not real country music. But this is cute. I'm not saying it was country. It has a country sound, and I did not mind it. I thought it was really cute, really fab. It gave me something to listen to. It gave me something different to the ear, you know. It gave me something different. So she did a really good job with that. Love that. But we're going into Coincidence. And I'm telling you right now, this song and Sharpest Tool kind of they kind of gave me the same vibe, and so I kind of like chalked it together. Like I don't know if you ever listened to that one Demi Lovato album, the one where she's like, hmm, see, guess what? Die for each other. Take me down into your paradise. I don't know if y'all have heard that album, but the last two tracks of that album are like the same song, but they're giving like Ashanti foolish and unfoolish. Like same beat, same melody, same everything. They just changed lyrics about it. So that's kind of how I felt about Coincidence and Sharpest Tool. They kind of gave me the same feeling, which I didn't really like the first feeling with Sharpest Tool. So I didn't really like the feeling of like Coincidence either. So and they're not bad songs, I just don't like them. So moving on, listen to them. I'm glad someone loves it. So someone likes it. I love that. Next song is Bed Chemistry, which I she ate this down. I'm telling you, come get into some bed chemistry. Now she did unlock something in me. I don't like when people use come as arrive. She said we're going to arrive at the same time, and I don't know why that doesn't like sit well with me. But like the word arriving, like you're like pulling into the train station, it just does not sit well with me. So she's like, yeah, we're gonna arrive together. I but bitch, she ate it. She ate it. She ate the song so bad. So come right on me. I mean, camaraderie said you're not in my time zone, but you want to be. Where art thou? Why not upon me? See it in my mind. Let's fulfill the prophecy, baby. The pen was penning. Let me tell you. And there's nothing more that I like than like, whomst am I? Where art thou? Why not upon me? Why that, like, I love that. It was so clever, so slick. She usually have these moments too. She has a lot of slick moments for me. So I like that about her. So Bad Chemistry really ate it for me. It really did. I like the feeling it gave me. It really is like you know that white girl dancing, like a real soft, like I'm really getting into it. Like hands overhead, just flinging my body. So I did like Bad Chemistry. The next song is What Started It All, Espresso. Yeah, I love this song. I really do. I was never listening to the lyrics. That's one thing you'll learn about me. I may learn the lyrics, but I may not really connect what the meaning is. So when she said me espresso, I was like, oh, baby, me espresso, da da da. But I didn't realize, like, oh, espresso is what keeps you up at night. Like, it will keep you up, like, you're taking a shot of espresso, baby, you're hooked on me, like you're up, baby, you're wired. And I didn't get that at first. I don't know why. The song is literally called Espresso, and she's saying it's me espresso, but I never connected the me to espresso. Or like when, like, maybe I just didn't have a picture of espresso, I just knew what it was. Maybe I didn't define the espresso when it got into me espresso. So mind you, I'm like putting my fingers like I'm holding two words and then putting them together. So I don't know. I just didn't really get that. Again, that's kind of how like things can go right over my head. I don't know why. I'm observant about everything in life. I can tell a lot of nuances to everything. But when it comes to like media or like music videos or like movies and stuff like that, I don't really realize the themes until after I've seen them. I'm like, oh, well, da, 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 da. So that's, but the song is cute. Again, she should have had this fame a long time ago, but we're here. We digress. So the next song is Dumb and Poetic. My favorite song. My favorite song. I could write an analysis about this song from top to bottom. An entire lyric by lyric, word by word song. A whole word by word analysis. It is so relatable for me, and I hate it. I hate it so bad. Bitch. Oh, if you have not listened to it, I really hope you can go listen to this, because it gave me what I needed. I needed it. I needed it. Baby, I felt seen. I felt so seen. It was not even funny. I said, damn, just dumb and fucking poetic. Like, fuck. Like, I really ate that up. It was really a good song for me. So that's my favorite. And then I think Good Graces is the next in line. But the next song is Slim Pickens. Essentially it's her talking about how that she has slim pickings, bitch. Everyone's either taken or dead that are good people. And so now she's sitting up here with this bum ass nigga. And and she said, well, bitch, if I can't have a good one, I guess we're here together. But it's like, damn, bitch, I'm just gonna be in this kitchen fucking complaining about how all the good guys are taken and the good guys are gone, and bitch, I ain't got shit to pick from. There ain't no hay to even get the needle out of. So that's what Slim Pickens. Yeah, Slim Pickens. I actually said that right. Wow, I really thought I was gonna say Slim Pickles. Wow, I ate that. The next song is Juno. It's a cute song, really upbeat. I will be honest, I didn't know what the fuck Juno was or who the hell Juno was. I had to look it up. Apparently it's based after a movie, and that's all I need to know. Cause I wasn't gonna come up in here and be like, "Oh, y'all know who the hell Juno is." Mind you, I still don't know who the hell Juno is or what Juno is about. But she's talking about, you make me want to fall in love. Like, bitch, I'll get pregnant. Oh my God, the way people drive in Korea, and like when they talk about pedestrians, bitch, I get nervous every time they walk so close to cars. It's not even funny. I have been sitting here like, damn, you almost got hit. Damn, you almost got hit. Damn, you almost got hit. This is crazy. This is crazy to watch. But yeah, she's talking about falling in love and stuff like that. It was a cute one. Let's just read a couple lyrics. Let's get into this one because I don't really have much of a. Have you ever tried? Oh, wait. I don't know when the chorus starts. Oh, I know you want my touch for life. If you love me right, then who knows? I might let you make me Juno. You know I just might let you lock me down tonight. One of me is cute, but two though, give it to me, baby. You make me want to make you fall in love. Adore me, hold me, explore me, mark your territory. Tell me I'm the only one, only one. Adore me, hold me, explore me. I'm so fucking horny. That was the line that got me. Bitch. I don't know what I was expecting from this album, but I was not expecting that. This girl is nasty. She is nasty. She's beautiful. She is cunt, and I love it. I love it down. I love it down. Wait, what is that song where I think it was Slim Pickens. Let's go back because I think she's talking about how she didn't have her gay awakening. Yeah, this is that song. I moved on too fast. She said, yeah, at the end of the song, she says, Slim Pickens, she said, since the good ones call their exes wasted, and since the Lord forgot my gay awakening, then I'll just be here in the kitchen serving up some moaning and bitching. I didn't get that at first. I thought she said, like, I never heard this, like, the word gay awakening, like, and especially, like, in a context like this. So I was like, oh my God, this is her coming out, bitch. Come on, gay. Like, you better lick a bigger tigger. Like, but apparently, again, Prada told me that she's talking about how she has slim pickings because she's not gay and all these men are trash. So I can understand that. But back to Juno. I don't know who the hell Juno is, but bitch, apparently the D was fire. And apparently, he's a baby, slim picking what? We went from Slim Pickens to Juno, bitch. I don't understand the two part, but who cares? It's a good song. It's a cute song. Bitch, I want to be Juno too. Knock me up. Okay, all right. The next songs I actually personally relate to. Kind of in a sense, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the shoe might fit. Who knows? But the next one is Lie to Girls. It's basically a song about you don't have to lie to us. If we really like you, we're gonna lie and we're gonna make fantasies. We're gonna ignore the signs. Da 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 da. Like don't even have to lie to us. If we like you, we'll lie to ourselves. Like, let's see. Da 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 da. Let's see if I can find some lyrics. I feel like that's been a good idea. You don't have to lie to girls. If they like you, they'll just lie to themselves. Don't I know it better than anyone else? Truth. All your best excuses know they don't stand a chance. Against all the chances I give you isn't ideal. But damn, you don't even have to try. Turn you into a good guy. You don't even have to lift a finger. It's lucky for you. I'm just like my mother and my sisters, all my friends. The girl outside the strip club, getting her to go drunk. We love to read the cold, hard facts and swear they're incorrect. We love to mistake butterflies for cardiac arrest. You don't have to lie to girls. Yeah, so that, personally, I can kind of relate to this. In a sense, I don't really like admitting I can. But, romanticizing things it's a trait that people have. I'm a very romantic, fantasized girl. Like, I am the girl that you might talk to me and I'm like, damn, like the rest of our lives, like I'm already planning this shit out. I've lost that in recent years, but it's like when in the beginning of my love, I was like, shit, like, baby, I could really see myself marrying this person. Mind you, don't know a lick about them, and I would learn characteristics. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? So this song really hit me. Look, ooh. Oh my god, it's a burp. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the burp got stuck in the top of my throat. Bitch, I almost died. It didn't want to go out. It didn't want to go out, but it went down. So we got that done. But I felt like I was going to suffocate. I was getting choked out by a bubble. That was wild to me. But yeah, I don't experience it now as much. But in the beginning, I was like, damn, like, oh my gosh, like, he likes me, he likes me, he likes me. I still got to get Pride up on here because we got to talk about what it's like being young and gay. Because we have all the stories about, us like grabbing straws. Like, I mean, grabbing just the ounces of attention that we could get. And it's crazy. I could really explain that one episode. I'm really thinking about one episode just sitting down and talking about all the guys I liked in high school. And all the shit is crazy. All of it's crazy. You know what? We're going to talk about my high school episode. We're going to blast to the past or blast from the past. Yeah, we're going to really diverge into that. Because I always say you can't make my high school years up. And you really can't. It's always so crazy. But Lie to Girls is a cute song. It's sad, but it's true. Luckily, I don't go through that now. I have my boyfriend. It's just, okay, girl, at least I don't have to lie to myself. I'm very honest with myself. There we go. That's what it is, honesty. So that's nice. Glad we've gotten out of that phase. And even if I end up single, I'm not fucking lying to myself. Because what do I gain from that? Then we just waste time. We waste energy. We waste some money. Like, girl, let me just, you go your way, I'll go my way. So that was Lie to Girls. And last song we have on this album was Don't Smile, I believe is the name of it. I'm looking. Yeah, Don't Smile. Essentially, it is about don't smile because it happened, cry because it's over. And I really like this song. It's a great way to end it off. And I believe it's about a guy leaving her and like, finding another girl. I could be incorrect. I didn't really listen to these lyrics too much. But let's see if I can get to the chorus and this is taken from the top. Don't smile because it happened, baby. Cry because it's over. Oh, you're supposed to think about me every time you hold her. It's about a girl, and a guy. My heart is heavy now. It's like 100 pounds. It's falling faster than the way you love to shut me down. Ooh, wait a second. Sabrina really be in the lab with this pen. I'm telling you, Sabrina be with this pen down boots. Like I'm telling you, she really be in there. I don't know if she writes her own songs, but I hope she does. Cause bitch, this is nasty. But I just see her in this little light in her room with her fucking nice pink posters. I feel like she has a nude room, like, a light beige or like a light pink. I just feel like her room is nude. Like, so I just see her in this like peach nude with this one lamp over her in a dark room, and she's writing the hell out these lyrics on this one piece of paper. And like she puts in her journal that's a mess. Like it has stray pieces out. Some of the pieces are in. Like, you could just really tell that there's love, work, and passion in that motherfucker. That's what I really feel like. I really feel like that's what she does. But I could be completely wrong because songwriting is a hell of a thing in Hollywood. But I think I need a shower. My friends are taking shots. You think it's happy hour for me? It's not. Don't cry because it happened, baby. Cry because it's over. And let's get into the second verse. Um she says, pour my feelings in the microphone. I stay in when the girls come home. I want one of them to take me to my phone. Take my phone and lose your number. I don't want to be tempted. Pick up when you want to fall back in. You can fake it, but I know. No, I know. Don't smile because it happened. Okay. Okay, then that's the end of the song. Great. Hate that I relate to this one. Hate that I relate to this one. I love the sound of it. I don't know, it gives rainy day. It gives like a rainy day type of beat. Like it's sad, but it's not gonna make me like break down and fucking cry. It's just kind of like it's a cute song, at least for me. Maybe it'll make me cry in the future. Who knows? It's not hard to make me cry. But I can relate to that second verse. Again, young love is so crazy. And you really be waiting back and call at that phone, just being like, oh my God, will it ever take like girl, oh girl. It like makes me feel pity for the person I used to be. But yeah, don't cry because it happened, baby. Cry because it's over. Baby, you're supposed to think about me every time you hold her. Like, baby, down. Boots. So let's get into oh wait, we moved on too fast. That was Sabrina Carpenter's album. I really liked it. What is it called? Sweet and Sour? What is it called? I don't really know. I don't look at album like titles. Short and sweet, baby. And this was short and sweet. It was about how long? It was about 36 minutes. And she made it short and sweet. It was cute. It was real fab. So I liked it. What am I giving it? I don't usually do good with like 9 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s because I don't know. I have a really interesting scale of like what I think is good and stuff. Or like I have a really hard time differentiating between like a 1 versus a 5, a 5 versus a 6, a 7 versus a 6, or a 7 versus a 10, an 8 out of a 10. So I usually always give it like high values. So it's always a little weird for me. But if I were to like look at the track list and like I don't like that song, don't like that song, the Poetic Slim Pickens, I would give it a 8. Let's give it an 8. I feel like that's a very like logical and pretty good number. It wasn't perfect, but baby, it was good. It was real good. So next we haven't left Sabrina. This episode is called Carpenter Shots because baby, this this bitch. So let's just break it down. If you don't know, Camilla, oh, not Camilla, we're not there yet. Oh, girl. So, so Sabrina Carpenter was once involved with a little feud between this little girl called Olivia Rodrigo. You may not know her. It was about a boy. Olivia released her album about her. The blonde bitch was Sabrina, whatever. And, now a bunch of people were going to hate on Sabrina, yada, 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 right? Sabrina released her album. What's my favorite song called? All Because I Like the Boy. That's one of my favorite songs by her. It's beautiful. It makes sense. Explains it out. So apparently they've rebuilt that, rekindled that. I think that not that friendship, but apparently they have appreciation for each other. Apparently Olivia kind of looks up to Sabrina. I guess they took a picture back in the day. I don't know. I don't really care. I didn't really keep up with that one. I don't think the guy that they were with was worth even fighting for. So, but apparently there's a collab in the works. But I don't know how true that is. And apparently the girls also know how true that is because they're like, what happened to the collab? So, again, I don't really have a basis on where that came from, where that was going, or where it ended. So, but I hope they're okay. But that leads us into the next love triangle Sabrina is in. And I need her to stop. I don't know what she needs to do. I don't know if she needs to date a random. Apparently there's like rumors that her and Barry broke up, and then she very much told y'all bitch to mind y'all business and keep it pushing. So who knows? She did not confirm or deny if they were together or not. So I don't know. It's just, girl, who cares? Not who cares, like in that sense, but I don't really care. I don't really go up for people's relationships or people, oh my God, I really want y'all to get, because girl, if you've ever been in a relationship, what the people see versus what happens behind closed doors and what carries on and what could be like, built upon. Like, yeah, you might like us together, but you're not in the relationship with us or with each other or with them. So it's kind of unfair to hold them to a standard where it's like, oh my God, y'all should stay together. Like, oh, Sabrina didn't, oh, it's just her. Like, you never know. So, well, let's get into the current, triangle of the year. And I didn't realize this was so prevalent. I did not realize this was so present. It really like it didn't really hit me. So apparently, I don't know if you know, Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes dated for a while back in the day. I don't know. I don't really keep up with Camila or Shawn Mendes. I don't keep up with that twink or that racist. So, who knows? Who knows? So they were together for a long time. I do remember that. They broke up. Apparently, him and Sabrina were like seen walking around together. They were spotted many places. They were seen hanging out. They were up in shorts together. Like, kind of was what it was. Sabrina talked about, oh baby, his clothes are with me, so I wouldn't put it past her to have some of Shawn's clothes, whatever. But it was never confirmed, never denied, most likely because it happened right after Camila Cabello. They just wanted it to be cute and public. Then Coachella happened. Shawn Mendes was seen kissing Camila at Coachella. Yeah, they were very into it. It was very into it. So that kind of got into like the beef. So there's some lyrics in here that I'm going to pull up that kind of it just kind of gives like shots, and I see it. Boots. I see it down. So the first one I got is, I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. If you want forever, I bet you do. Just know you'll taste me too. That's from, obviously from Taste. They said that couldn't have been about Camilla. Every time you close your eyes and feel his lips, you're feeling mine. And every time you breathe this air, just know I was already there. You can have him if you like. I'd been there, done that once or twice. And singing about it don't mean I care. Yeah, I know I've been known to share. I've been known to share references back to that Olivia Rodrigo situation. So it's not a stretch to think that this would be about Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. So, oh, we're not ready for that one yet. Because I didn't even know. The next one says, "What a surprise! Your phone just died. Your car drove itself from L.A. into her thighs." I'm telling you, her pen is nasty. She has a nasty pen. I don't know who's in that writing room, but baby, they do a great job of just like keeping the tempo. They keep the magic in there. They keep the same tone. They're real slick. They have a slick tongue over there. I'm telling you. So, anyways, reading that back. What a surprise! Your phone just died. Your car drove itself from L.A. to her thighs. Palm Spring looks nice, but who's by your side? Damn it, she kind of looks like the girl you outgrew. Least that's what you said. What a coincidence. Oh, wow, you just broke up again. What a coincidence. Oh, that's from Coincidence. I can tell you why I did not know where that song was from, because it's from Coincidence. But, there's been some shots, I'm not gonna hold you, there's been some shots, shot at her, it's not too out of pocket to say that this is about Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. So I don't know, that was cute. Like, I don't know, take your shot. So, but but that led me into the Shawn Mendes Camila Cabello situation, because I don't even check for Camila Cabello. And so when I looked it up, I looked up the fact that a month ago she commented on Drake and Kendrick's diss. And first of all, oh my God, I'm not gonna say I don't listen to the diss, and I haven't listened to this, but y'all have really ran that dun, 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 like into the ground. The instrumental has taken me, dragged me by my nails, dragged me by my hair, took my money, and set me back down. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of hearing it. It's just, bitch, I've heard it like 1,000 times at this point, and I know y'all love it. I'm glad y'all love it. Keep that away from me. But yes, anyways, Camila Cabello actually said something in reference to that. She was like, I think she said, let's see if I have the screenshots. I do be taking screenshots. Yeah, she proceeded to say in the interview, Drake is such a delight. It's so frustrating to see people talk about someone in a way that is negative. You're like, dang, if only you guys could just have dinner. What? Oh yeah, she essentially slid into Drake's DMs, yada yada yada, whatever. So going from that, apparently it blew up from there, because apparently after that, Camila Cabello's old like tweets resurfaced and stuff like that, and I couldn't really find the post. So I had to go to Reddit. I don't know why. If y'all are going to like say something, please have the receipts, because I'd be looking for receipts. Y'all don't be having them. I need them. If you're gonna sub somebody, if you're gonna be like, yeah, girl, they're racist, please put why they're racist. So I found this. Cabello shared mocked and stereotyped a black child in another Photoshop image. Mind you, that this was from way back in the day, but I don't know way back in the day, but it was back in the day. I'm just not figuring out about it. So she shared mocked and stereotyped a black child and photoshopped an image that mocked a black female athlete. I hope it wasn't Sabrina. Not Sabrina. What the fuck? Serena. There we go. I hope it wasn't Serena Williams, because y'all know how y'all like to get down with that woman. Whatever. So she made references to offensive stereotypes about black people, such as KFC and watermelons. Many posts featured the word nigga, and some posts made fun of black, Asian, and Mexican people, so nobody was safe. Cabello also shared a post that made fun of Rihanna being a victim of abuse after the singer was assaulted by Chris Brown. I did not read that one. Oh, God. I didn't read that one. So, yeah, that was a little surprising. We both caught that at the same time if you did not know about this. Another post accuses Taylor Swift of slut-shaming Rihanna of wearing too little clothes, and also makes fun of Bruno Mars, Nicki Minaj, and other rappers. What? Wait, another post accuses Taylor Swift of slut-shaming Rihanna of wearing little to no clothes. But didn't you just make fun of her because she was unless I'm not comprehending that right. But, okay, anyways, moving on. And also makes fun of Bruno Mars, Nicki Minaj, and other rappers. I really hope what she meant by that is Bruno Mars the singer, Nicki Minaj, like Bruno Mars period, Nicki Minaj, and other rappers. Because if this was identifying Bruno Mars as a rapper, that's a key. That's a whole ass key. And then the majority of the posts containing offensive language are posts that Cabello reblogged from other users However, Cabello also used a racial slur when publicly answering a question on her Tumblr. Additionally, on her new Tumblr in 2013, someone asked, how do I become a strong, independent black woman like you? I didn't see the like you. To which she responded, it's not easy, I guess. It's something you just have to work at. Oh my God. Oh God. I hate it. I hate it. So apparently she apologized, whatever. Baby, I don't care about the apology. Bitch, I'm not checking for you anyway. I don't care about it. But apparently the girls didn't like it, whatever. There was then a first I've ever heard. I have never heard this a day in my life. But apparently Camila Cabello went to therapy for being racist. I've never heard of that before. I oh my God. I hate it. She says she goes once a week, which I don't know why I wouldn't screenshot it and put it in my freaking because maybe it's further past. Yeah, Camila Cabello says she's been attending weekly racial healing sessions. And they put this in some magazine, some article. I don't know why we're like applauding, bitches trying to have some common decency in class and in decorum and trying to be demure. Bitch, you'll never be demure. You'll never be demure. And but I've never known, like, I didn't even know there was racial self-help groups. Like, I never knew that. And the fact that you were like so racist that you had to go to one is absolutely insane to me. Of course, she was in a group with Normani from Fifth Harmony. That was apparently Normani said how she felt about that. It wasn't cute. I felt for her. Just like black women, she got a lot of hate. I just wish people would say they just hate black people. Like, we don't have to like really allude at these like slights and stuff or being like, oh, just say you hate black people. I feel like that's a lot easier. Let's get straight to the point. Let's just get straight to the point. Get straight to the chase. So I thought that was crazy. One thing led to another. I need Sabrina to get off the battlefield. I can't imagine like subtweeting like Shawn Mendes. I don't know. Maybe the D was fire, but I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Leave him where he's at. Honestly, I get what you're saying. Like, oh baby, he was over her, and now he went right back to her. But yeah, leave that girl. Just leave it alone. You're so much better than that. Hypothetically, you have your boyfriend, and even if you don't, I'm so sorry, sis, your track record is not looking great, but baby, you release great music. And so I'm sure if you and Barry broke up, the next album is about to be a fab piece of work of art. Let me tell you, it's gonna be fab. So the couple of other things I had going on, oh no, we have to talk about this. I was gonna talk about Mr. Beast, but apparently he's just not having apparently like all the things he does, he's exploiting people for not having money to work in unworkable or what's the word, like unbeneficial, not unbeneficial. I was gonna say unfathomable, but I was gonna say unlivable too, but it's an unword. But they have them working in a not so great work environment. So I was gonna do that. Apparently, his assistant or like one of his sides in the company. Apparently, she was found out to be grooming children, which I don't know. I really do need y'all to like. I need y'all to stop. I really do need you to stop like fucking with these kids. Like, leave children alone. I don't know why it's been like this year. Everyone's like, oh bitch, grooming this, grooming that, child molestation. Like, please leave the kids alone. Y'all are sick people, and I swear to God, there should be like a jail under y'all, like jail under jail. For y'all, Austin Wolf just came to he didn't come for it. He just had a bunch of child pornography. We knew his ass was sketch because he was always, trying to get those hanging around those questionable 18-year-olds and only fucking small twinks, whatever. He's going to jail. Hope they get him too. Hope they get his ass too. But please stop fucking with children. But yeah, Mr. Beast, unworkable environments, assistant that apparently is grooming children or, doing that. She's now disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know. I didn't really see anything against him. It was just more so about the living condition or like the working conditions he has in place and stuff like that. And kind of like seeing if he could exploit people for that. But I don't know. I don't really watch him. I don't really even know him. All I know is that he got a whole bunch of the trash out the ocean, which I thought was nice. He does seem to be doing charitable things, but who knows? I don't really know. I don't. That's not something I really checked on. But yeah, so hopefully, I don't know. I don't know how that situation would end. Hopefully, that bitch ends up in jail, and hopefully, I don't know. Is he supposed to get like exploited or being like, oh no, like I don't really know how that would end up because I don't have that much knowledge of that situation. So thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. So I want to say maybe the last thing we're gonna like get into today is Ashley and Nimbus, which I was not expecting this. I did not know about this. I wasn't even fully aware about this, but let's get into the story. After I take this long chug of water, let me tell you, I don't know if I be opening my mouth too damn wide or what, but my mouth be so dry. It's so dry in there. Oh, it is so dry. It's oh so dry. So let's talk about Ashley and Nimbus. If you do not know Ashley, Ashley is a content creator. She has this cute, adorable white Pomeranian. His name was Nimbus. You may have seen him. I didn't realize I saw him until I really looked back and people were talking about it. He was the Pomeranian that lost use of his back legs, and they had to rehabilitate they went to rehab and rehabilitated it. He was walking in like water treadmills, like they were carrying him around in that little sling. Like they really put some hard work into that puppy, and so he made a full recovery, could use his legs. So she made a video about this. If you really want to go see it, I'm pretty sure you can just look up Ashley and Nimbus, or you can just look up Ashley on TikTok and may come up. Just look up Nimbus. Like it's pretty easy to find, I'm sure. So she made this TikTok and she explains that Nimbus has died. Very sad, very sad. Now the way Nimbus died is much worse, much worse. So apparently she was taking a flight out to New York. She doesn't like leaving Nimbus anywhere because she doesn't like the fact that maybe, I don't know, maybe that they can be mistreated, maybe something will happen to them. Like, pretty valid things. So she leaves Nimbus with her dad, and she explains to him, "Don't leave the dog outside. Please don't leave the dog outside." She showed him many articles about coyotes and videos just snatching up dogs. He's a Pomeranian. He's like a handbag, bitch. Like he's not so very reasonable. So she's like, please keep him inside. The dad's like, okay, girl, I'm gonna keep him inside. Like he gets mad at her, irritated at her because she keeps saying it. Like, okay, but I'm gonna keep him inside, whatever, whatever. So as you can tell, the trajectory that this story is going, the dad definitely left that dog outside, and he got killed by a coyote. And I don't, bitch, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I don't, because that's her baby. That's her baby. The way she talks about Nimbus, it's like he saved her life, which I do not doubt. It brought her so much happiness. Like it, I don't know if it's a he or I think it might be a he because Nimbus. Yeah, he brought her so much joy and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's something like she rehabilitated that dog from like nothing of like have not being able to use his legs, and so got it all the way back. Just such a cute. That's her best friend, whatever, whatever. And to put that trust into your dad, and for your dad to leave, he left the dog outside to pee instead of just staying there to pee and then going back inside, like taking the dog back inside. He let him out to pee and left him out overnight. And again, that coyote got him. And I think that's very crazy. I don't understand how we could move forward with that as like a daughter to father. I don't understand. I don't really get that portion. Maybe she's a better human than me. Maybe she isn't, but I cannot imagine like, and I guess people make mistakes, yada yada yada. But I can't imagine like telling somebody like, don't leave him outside, don't leave him outside, don't leave him outside, don't leave him outside. And then the first thing you do is leave him outside. Now he's dead. It's not like he died of natural causes. It's not like he died of like a medical emergency. It's like he didn't die of old age. He literally got by a coyote because you did not want to take him inside. And I just think that's so sad. I don't know how I would be able to take it. Yeah, I don't know. And especially because like, girl, that's your dad. I would feel so slighted. I cannot say I would ever talk to my father again. Because I don't know, it's the principle. It's really is the principle. It's my dog. It's the fact that you didn't care enough to bring him in. It's a principle thing. It really is a principle thing. Like my dad has two dogs, and he never like they go out to pee. That's it. They go out to pee. They come out. Maybe he'll take them for a walk, and that's it. They're never just like outside, just running and playing. And they're big ass dogs. But we know there's fucking bears in Illinois. There's damn coyotes. I think I don't know. I don't really know about the natural life of Illinois since I've left, but there's definitely deers. But there's just things that could obviously like hurt them, and like they don't need to just be unsupervised out there. So for that to happen with that hand purse bag dog, it's just kind of sickening. And I know people have been like, don't send hate to her father. First of all, I don't know how y'all were finding her father, let alone sending hate to him. But I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between like, yeah, he deserved the hate he is getting, but I'm also kind of like, he doesn't need the scrutiny of the whole internet. Like, I get it. She had to explain it. And I don't know if she's defending him. I never checked back. But all I know is that I don't know if I could really forgive that man. I don't know. I don't really know at all. Because it's a principle thing. A lot of times I don't be mad at the actual action. I just be mad at the principle. And that's a principle thing of me telling you the instructions. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. And you did it anyway. And now he's dead. It'd be different if you like, oh, sprained his ankle, now he's just poo colored or something like that. The dog is dead, like dead, gone, like will never be seen again. Rest in peace. I don't know if I could recover from that, honestly, especially if that was my best friend and I like leave him. Baby, I had a leopard gecko. My mom, at least she made sure to change the water and put the mealworms in there. Like she, God, and she doesn't even like lizards. She did not like lizards or geckos. So, but she still did it. And so I just can't imagine, like, I can't imagine. That's so sick. That is nasty work. That is sick. I don't know how it's ending. Maybe if I come back next week with an update, I'll let y'all know. I'm assuming she's leaving the dad in hiding because why would she not? So I really feel sad for her. That at the end of the day, I feel sad for her. My heart goes out to Ashley, and my heart goes out to Nimbus. Oh God, she mentioned that he died alone and by himself and scared, and I was like, oh wow, that is really not. That's not it. That's not it at all. So yeah, thoughts and prayers out to Ashley. So I don't know. That's a sad way to kind of end this one. So we're gonna go back into like maybe a lighter tone. Bring back BL edits. Bring back BL edits. I don't know where the edits have gone. I don't know where the girls have gone. I don't know where the BLs have gone. But if you want me to get into a show, all you really need to do is make a fab edit. I remember this one time they made this fab edit. It was to like this Kiss Me More cover by this one girl. It was beautiful. It really showed this like the show was like kind of being like a serious like, oh, this is really cute, really like really yada yada yada. And I was never more upset than when I booted up that show and it was a fucking rom com. I was like, what is going on here? I was like, Now it was funny. It was called Upon My Fish, I believe. Upon a Fish in the Sky or whatever. I believe that it was real. It was funny. It definitely gave me a couple of giggles and stuff like that. But the fact that they betrayed me like that was nasty work, and I need it back. I need it back. I need the BL edits back. All of my good ones have left the scene. I don't know why. Cold Ties have left the scene. I, Girl, where y'all at? I don't get it. Where y'all at? Y'all need to come back home and make these VL edits so I can like look at them and be like, wow, like y'all edited the fuck out of this. I'd be like, ooh, this could easily make me go back into a song or like, make me watch the BL, and it just makes me feel warm and nice. It really gives me something to like look forward to at the end of the day. Like, ooh, they released a Ken Porsche edit, and there's only specific people that can do it because there's only specific people that can actually make you feel it. Like, make you feel it. Like, like really put the music to the words and put the words to the people and put the people like an edit. I mean, a full, culminized, wrapped up, delivered by Santa Claus gift to me. Don't just put music behind like some scenes. That's not it. Like, I really do need you I was going to say interpolate. Interpolate? I don't even know if that's it. But I really need you to hit beats My door keeps creaking, and that's scary. Like I know air conditioning. You know what we're gonna roll. I know the air conditioning is on, but I need to stop. It's just like slowly creaking, like uh. And I'm just like, please leave me alone. But I need BL edits back. I just need it. I need it. You need to come back and give it to me because I'm not seeing any new BL edits that I really should be looking at. And I need it back. I need that ooh ah sensation. I need that warm, like, damn, bitch, this really makes me feel it. And I'm gonna watch it after I get done. I'm actually gonna watch the some of my BL edit playlist after I get done with that. So if you have any BL edits, please send them my way. Too. If you have any, I don't know, any questions, if you have any comments, bitch, please comment. I really do. I will respond. I love hearing everybody's opinion and shit. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. So, I think that's a very good way to end the episode. Yeah, the only thing I would have to say next is y'all would thirst after a seagull if it looked at you right. I don't know why y'all go through this like often, but y'all really, I need y'all to stand up sometimes. I really do. Y'all, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but please, y'all be ready to toss, turn, fly, buck, dig, surf, swim over like the randomest things. Like y'all would thirst after a seagull if anybody lets you. If that was socially appropriate, you would thirst after a seagull if you had blonde hair, middle part, and like blue eyes, like or like dark brown eyes, and I don't know, like y'all would thirst over anything. And I've just been noticing that, and I really do need y'all to do better. So that's my closing statement. What else? Do I have anything else to say? No, feel like I'm just dragging it past this point. Yeah, if you have anything you want me to talk about, please send it. Please let me know. Send it in my DMs. You know, all my social are Pacman630, PACCMAN630. So, yeah, just let me know. And y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great rest of your evening, great morning, great day, great year, great month. And I will see y'all later. It's Philip checking out. I don't like the way I sounded. Ew, I was trying to do something cute and corny. No shade, that was a little too corny. But yeah, it's me. You know it's me. We checking out the scene. Okay.